Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again, coming back to our Blast to the Past series. Today I wanted to bring you something that a lot of people used to find to be the strongest deck back in June 2020, and that's going to be Karma Lux. Yeah, so Karma Lux used to be really powerful back then because it was very easy, like the games didn't go as quick as they go today. So it was very easy for them to get to turn 10, be able to drop Karma down with a Lux in the field as well, and then be able to just completely kill your opponent with the double lasers and double spells. So some of the cards from this deck that ended up getting nerfed. So first of all, back then I guess health pot was actually pretty good because we used to go against Champless Burn, as you guys saw in our previous video. So the health pot let us survive against the Champless Burn deck, and so that's why this deck that spell is here, because we are playing that deck list from the old days. So we're not changing anything until the end of the video where we go and kind of update it. Here, obviously, the Baggy Bear got nerfed to become a 3-4 instead of a 4-4. It used to be one of the big reasons why you could put a lot of pressure with this deck. The Shadow Assassin got nerfed as well. It used to have another point of health, I believe, or was it 3 attack? I know her stats got nerfed. I can't exactly remember which one it was. The Grizzle Ranger was a 4-1 that used to summon a 4-4, so now it's obviously a 3-1. At the time, Will got nerfed to 5 mana. Obviously, it's back to being 4, but obviously during that time that it got nerfed, it was a big deal. Deep Meditation actually used to be 4 mana, so if you do 2 spells, you could get like a 2 mana draw 2, which used to be really easy to trigger with this deck. And then Radiant Guardian used to be a 5-5. So Radiant Guardian used to be one of the nightmares that people used to complain about, because you could just drop this 5-5 lifesteal and nobody could get through it, right? And Unyielding Spirit used to be Burst. So Burst Unyielding Spirit allowed you to keep your Karma or your Lux in the board to be able to play for that turn 10 win condition, right? So, and obviously there's some of the mana from Karma and Lux has also been shifted around. Like recently, Lux got buffed to 5 mana. Karma was 6 mana at one point, and then I think came back to 5 mana. So, you know, the champions have been kind of shifting a little bit as well. But you can see there was a lot of cards that got nerfed in this deck because of how strong it was back then. Demacia, there really wasn't a lot of stuff to be able to deal, especially by Burst from Yielding Spirit. There was no Hush, there was no Minimorph, right? So there was really no crazy way to deal with it. If you were able to stabilize with one of your champions or put in the Yielding Spirit on a Radiant Guardian, there was almost nothing that the opponent could do. But yeah, this deck is really fun. The only problem is that the duels take so long. As you will see in this video, it's going to be a little bit longer video because of how long some of these games took, and I wanted to at least showcase at least 4 games. But yeah, if you catch us at the end of the videos after the game, so we'll do kind of like a let's update this deck together and see where we get to with Karma Lux in the current meta. But anyways, see you all soon. So in this matchup, we'll be going up against Teemo Caitlyn. Trying to see how we win this game. I guess we have good ways to deal with Teemo, but our deck is pretty freaking slow, right? Like our deck is really slow. I don't mind the Radiant Guardian as a way to potentially get some lifesteal. Shadow Assassin is pretty good. I think we were looking for single combat though, right? Remember, because we're playing the list from almost 2 years ago, Sharpsight wasn't in the game yet. So we don't have Sharpsight as a way to deal with the Teemo. So we kind of have to rely on just single combats or Concerted Strikes. Concerted Strikes is going to be a little more expensive though. Yeah, he gets the Teemo turn 1. We can play Shadow Assassin turn 3. So no matter what, Teemo's going to get 2 damage. Going to get 10 shrooms in our deck. Just because the opponent got the turn 1 token. Unfortunate. That's our single combat. Opponent just needs to open attack here. Lux is going to be very good though. Wow, he decided not to. So now we can kill... Now we can kill the Teemo if he attacks. So even if he somehow levels up the Teemo, it's not going to matter. Now he's going to get some value here from being able to do this. Question is, does he ever commit the Poke Stick here? Or something like that. I feel like he had the Poke Stick, he would have just done it earlier, right? So we're going to just pass here. Our idea is to try to get the Radiant Guardian down. Alright, I'll play. I'll bite. I'll do the remembers right now. I don't think I can take that much damage. So if you have a Poke Stick, we have ways to deal with the Teemo because of single combat. If we get the Challenger here, he's going to be in a little bit of trouble, right? But I'll bite. Yeah, he's going to go ahead and kill that. That's actually really bad, because now if we get the Radiant Guardian, the Radiant Guardian is going to come out with lifesteal. There we go. Thank you, opponent. Yeah, I'm not sure why he did it that way. Literally, all he did was help us. I want to give him this emote, but I think it's too bad, right? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Not fun if we're not playing if we're not playing games, right? It's only fun if we're actually behaving the opponent a little bit. Now, we have single combat here. Caitlyn. I guess we can deal with Caitlyn with the Will of Ionia. I'm not concerned about the killing attack right now. So if he does this, we definitely have to kill the Teemo more than anything else. So we have to kill the Teemo. The Radiant Guardian will eat up. Yeah. He decided not. Oh wow. Okay, this makes it even better for us. Okay. Cool. I mean, sure, right? We just kill the Teemo right here. Caitlyn doesn't even attack. We can save the Consider for the Caitlyn, because we don't want a single combat the Caitlyn once she's leveled up, right? That's a lot of shrooms though. We can do the Lux here. We can also open attack actually. We could open attack. Because he's still not leveled up. I guess he could level up, right? Sorry, I guess Caitlyn could level up. We have to be careful. So we have to be careful here of the level up of him using the Insider Knowledge, because he could Insider Knowledge on the stack and be able to level up Caitlyn potentially, just because of how many podcasts we have in our deck. And then Caitlyn will hit us for like an additional 5+ damage. We decided to do the Sun Fumes here. I'm okay with that. It's a little bit annoying losing the lifesteal, but we do have another Radiant Guardian on our hand. We have the Remembrance in our hand, so there are chances that we can do okay. Now the problem here is that Caitlyn didn't level up, so that's good. Because what we can do is gonna do the Prismatic Barrier. We can also just summon the Remembrance right now. Gives us a blocker while also giving us the. Okay, I'm more concerned about the Peddler than I am of Caitlyn, to be honest. I don't think I need to block the Caitlyn. This also plays around him having like a Mystic Shot. If he decides to kill, I'm okay with that, right? I'm okay with that. I think the Radiant Guardian is more important than having the Lux, and we have a second Lux. Because the Radiant Guardian also eats up the Flash Bombs, and now we have Concerted to be able to target the Caitlyn. Not like we need to. I think we can just play the Lux. Now the problem here is going to be Caitlyn levels up, right? So technically, if we attack, it was only 2, right? If we attack, we're actually healing more. We can kill the Caitlyn, so we should just open. So I like the open here, because even if he blocks with Caitlyn, he's still sacrificing his Caitlyn, right? Yeah, so here we just get a free heal. We can do the Lux, we can do the Remembrance, leveling up the Lux, and being able to just laser the Caitlyn. So he decided to activate all the effects of the traps. 4. That's not enough, so we'll do this. We'll do the Remembrance. We have the Concerted to be able to heal if we need to. We get the laser to deal with the Caitlyn. We only drew 4 podcasts, so we know that even if he has a second Karina, we're not gonna die, right? Even if he has a second Karina, it's only dealing 4 to us. I guess he could deal a little bit more than 4 because we'll be drawing a card here. So he has 1 more card to hit off of. But that's why I thought. That's why I thought that us hitting the Peddler was really important. Because without the Peddler, he has a really hard time kind of doing anything versus us. So he probably has. So we're not gonna die to the Shrooms, right? So my guess is that he has another Karina. We do have Conservative to be able to heal 4. Yeah, there it is. We need to actually do it now, just in case that we do draw like the last card. So we know there's gonna be... Okay. So yeah, it's good that we did it that way then. Oh wow, the night would have been so good, like before that. So here we draw 4 shrooms again. All right, cool. I like keeping. Ah, crap. I think I need to keep the deny mana. So that was 4 shrooms that we drew there. There's no chance that we're gonna. There's no chance that we're gonna draw the 3 right off the bat, right? If we drew the Teemo here, though, we kind of just lose. We need to heal now. Drew exactly 3, man, and drew the health pot there with us having the Karma leveled up. So we drew 4 shrooms from the Karina. He added 3 more shrooms because of the ping, and we still drew 3. GG's. That's unlucky. So in this matchup, we'll be going up against Kennen Ahri, which obviously this deck does very well against the massive mid-range decks, especially one like ours. So how do we even deal with this? I like that they're keeping Karma because he has no way to really move Karma, which means that Karma is gonna create value for us. And I think that might be the way that we win, right? Just based on the cards that Karma can potentially create. So we're gonna have to just rely on that. I think we have no choice but to rely on that. We'll play the Badger Bear, gives us a little nice blocker. Lux can come in on turn 6 if we need her. Of course, he can just rush us down with elusives, so we don't even have Sharp Shot to protect. We do have single combat, which is pretty nice, but he's gonna have Nopify, right? The Dragon is a little bit awkward because we don't really have the spells to play her. We can try to put some pressure by doing this, I guess, and attacking that way. Probably want to keep the single combat for when we can get like nice value to negate like a droplet from it. Or to be able to stop like an Ahri, right? Here he's gonna just do the Wayfinder. No Wayfinder. Interesting. Badger Bear doesn't really do anything here. But at least he'll be able to kind of stop that cannon. It's a nice blocker versus cannon. And this is what I was talking about. He can just rush us down by elusives. Because we don't have really a great way to deal with them. Don't think it was worth it to single combat and Navigator there. Because he could have very easily stopped that in many different ways. I think our only chance here... We're going to open attack first because we're never attacking with Karma. He's going to recall. Cool. I don't even feel safe stopping the recall there. I only hope is that Karma can give us some nice value. And he's allowed to level up cannon, right? I guess we need to do it now. Because he's gonna level up that cannon anyways. But I don't think it matters. I think we need to save our single combat to prevent the lethal damage more than anything else. Because with him having 4 mana, he could easily deny that single combat or you know, nullify, whatever. Enemy level up is annoying, but it's not the end of the world. The Dragon is not great in this deck. Syncopation is kind of funny. The Dragon is not great in this deck. Just because we don't really have... I like the Lutz. It gives me a nice blocker versus cannon. Like, he's gonna have to stun the Lutz, right? Like, he's gonna have no choice but to commit the stuns on the Lutz. He can also try to kill the elusives. I guess he doesn't need to do anything. He can just let Cannon die. Cannon dying is not a big issue for him, right? No, he's gonna decide to go versus it. Alright. Twin. Twin could be annoying here. I guess my concern is that if I do it like this, it makes me vulnerable to a Gohar, right? So I think I prefer doing it like this. Prevents 3 damage. If he wants to recall that, he can. Okay, perfect. We prevented 3 damage. Obviously, eat up both marks. This dies, so he still doesn't have a great target for Gohar. Yeah. Yielding Spirit is kind of funny, but it's not going to be enough. Nice blocker, although she's obviously going to die to a Gohar. And a Lightning Rush. What if we just threaten this right now? Because he has to recall it, right? If he recalls it, he's gonna lose the cannon. So we can threaten the second single combat here. Okay. So what he's trying to do is kill the Karma with Gohar, right? He's trying to kill the Karma with the Gohar. What about we just do this? Problem is that because he denied the single combat, we don't get the progress towards the Lux. We could have also recalled that, right? Actually, I think it was better for us to recall it. He decided not to do anything. Interesting. Sonic Wave would have been so good last turn. I guess we can level up. Let's level up the Lux here first. It was a way to remove like one of his elusives. I don't think I'm scared. I'm not scared of the cannon. I'm scared of the elusives. Because we have no way to really beat the elusives. Cannon is a little bit annoying, but we technically have blockers for them, right? He does know that this doesn't save it, right? So he just wasted a Twin Discipline. I guess he prevented the damage. I mean, good for you, I guess. Yeah, because I had a hunch that he either had a second Seinen or like he was trying to do something like that. So that's why I was okay just taking that way.
I fight with my spirits, not my fists.
Willow Bayon is batting to almost everything that he has. He's doing 4 here. Well, I guess not 4 because we can actually kill one of them. We don't mind sacrificing our Eye of the Dragon.
It's too late for you.
Right? Like, we don't mind doing it like this. We kill another droplet. Chatting us for just another little bit. We could heal back up here with the Eye of the Dragons. Karma's gonna level up on his next turn. Although it's very likely that he's just gonna kill Karma right here, right? If we do the second eye, we're tapping out of a lot of answers. Well, how can he kill Karma? He doesn't have... Ha! He missed the Allegiance, so that's the Gohar, right? Deny is not bad. Deny is not bad. Yeah, Unyielding Spirit is really useless. Let's just say that. Because the problem with the Unyielding Spirit is that obviously he'll be able to just bounce back our stuff. The other problem that we have here is that we're not going to be able to get... Yeah, sure. If we do the Guardian, the Ranger, sorry, as a way to have blockers against the Seinen Thousand Tails. Obviously, we're going to have 2 Concertors that can go into the Ahri, allowing us to, like, kill the Ahri. We have Deny to back it up. We also have Will. So we have ways to protect against the Ahri. Problem here is if he tries to Homecoming right now. we have to deny it, right? I guess if he homecomings right now, that he doesn't have a way to stop denying. So the Karma is gonna level up, and then we can start getting a lot of value here because Barrier is not the worst thing because it gives us a burst speed. Like Barrier is actually not bad. It gives us a burst speed way to trigger the Lux. Again, Yielding Spirit is not what we're looking for here. That's another Seinen that's coming down, right? I think I like this. I think I like starting with the laser. Let's start with the laser here to get rid of the Ahri. Right? Twin Discipline doesn't save her, so he will need to recall the Ahri and then have to replay her, which is an additional 2 mana. And we can just deny that. Which gives us an... actually, it doesn't give us another laser because the second deny doesn't go through. We have blockers for almost everything. We can threaten this right here. I guess the only problem with this play is that we don't have a way to block the other ones without sacrificing the dragons. But this is gonna force him to have to do the stun on the Gristle Ranger. He's literally been enjoying his whole deck, by the way. He decided to let his cannon go. So he's just trying to kill the Karma. I think he realizes that he's not gonna win as long as Karma's on the field. We lose all our heal capabilities. We might need to recall our own Karma, by the way. He's never gonna run out of value now because he's gonna have even more Gohards that are gonna show up over here. But we don't run out of value either. This gives us a laser and gives us some answers here. Single combat is huge. A stun is huge. I think if we can kill the elusives, we have a chance. If we can kill the elusives, we have a chance. Not only that, but if he recalls that, he just dies to the lasers, right? Actually, isn't he almost dead to the lasers anyways? Like, can we just do... Can we do the swap here and then just win? Because of the laser triggering twice? Mobilize is actually kind of funny. Actually, Mobilize is probably better than Stand United, right? Like, Mobilize is actually better. We get another laser here. Threaten the lethal right here. So we threaten the lethal right here. If he recalls the Wayfinder, then he's just losing. We have another... We can create one more, by the way, and we can also summon the Gristle Ranger. We haven't even attacked yet. What if we do the single combat? I think he's fine doing the single combat later though, right? Because we're like putting him in a spot where he's losing a lot of his units. Like, we could technically just attack here, no? We technically can just attack here 4 wide and he has nothing to do about it. Alright, okay, now he does, right? So now he kind of does, which is a little bit annoying. What we can try to do here is do this. I think it needs to be... It needs to be the burst laser. By the way, this gives us 2 lasers, sorry. So we actually should have probably done that earlier. Try to kill the cannon here. He needs to find a way to kill this. If he recalls the cannon, he just loses. If he lets us do another laser, wow, we actually pulled through on that one. Crazy. I never won this game versus someone that's done so many Sanins. But Karma and Lux on the field at the same time is kind of OP. GG. GG's. So in this matchup, we'll be going up against Pantheon Shyvanna. So this is going to be very difficult for us because the opponent has concerted strikes and single combats to deal with our champion. The wheel is actually not bad. Like, wheel might actually be pretty good later down the road. The problem with wheel, and the health pots are obviously useless. But again, we're committing to playing a deck list that was played back in 2020, right? So I guess it's our own fault that we're playing with health pots in our deck. Eye of the Dragon is also like the problem with this deck, and I'm surprised that it used to work so well back then, is that you don't have enough. You don't really have enough spells to trigger like all the Eye of the Dragons and all the Deep Meditations. There's no reason to attack because he's gonna be able to just do the sharp side, so we're just gonna pass. Gets to just play the champion. Gets to play his champion just like a boss. Sure. You know what? Let's get our spells now. We have nothing better to do anyways with our mana. We can actually get a Eye of the Dragon right here. I mean, we can actually trigger the Eye of the Dragon and heal up some. Really don't want to give him the... Not only that, but this actually triggers the Dradian now. So now we have something that's going to die, allowing us to trigger that Radiant Guardian. So the reason that I'm not attacking with the Shadow Assassin is because of Sharp Sight. It's just going to give him a reason to use the Sharp Sight and be able to level up his Pantheon. Of course, opponent ends up getting crazy value anyways. We'll play this just as a way to have something that we can use Concerted Strike on. We can also bounce it back, right? We don't have to do the Concerted, we can just bounce it back. I think it's actually better to bounce it back right now, because he allows me to potentially single combat to kill the Pantheon. So bouncing it back I think is better. It allows me to be able to respond to like a way that he has to be able to deal with this. Okay, now we cannot single combat this, so never mind. It's very risky tapping out of mana. Okay, he tapped out of mana, so we can go ahead and do the same. So we can summon 2 Dragon Links right here. Karma is looking really juicy once we get to turn 10. The problem attacking here is that we're going to be attacking right into the Shyvanna, allowing her to get some level of progress and get the Fury proc. But I think keeping our health is... Okay, he decided not to take advantage of that. Interesting. Question here is if we should... Okay, wow. Easiest Concerted of my life, right? Has to be the Concerted. It has to be exactly the Concerted. In case that he has like a Sharp Sight. Wow. Wow. I mean, I'll take that. And then if you attack, I guess you're giving... I'm gonna play like he doesn't have the Sharp Sight, right? If he had it, he would have done it, or had the Tail Cascade. So here we just clear his whole board, get the Dragon Links again. It still have enough mana for Concerted and Will to be able to deal with that dragon. We're at full health, so maybe we don't care about Radiant Guardian dying. Do we care about the Radiant Guardian dying? Trying to debate if we do or not. I mean, now he just tapped out, right? Okay, he's not even gonna go after the Radiant Guardian. Alright. Let's go ahead and play Karma now. Or we can play... I like playing Karma now instead. We have ways to defend her next turn because we have enough mana for Concerted and Will of Ionias. And we can get some value here. Steel Tempest is actually going to be pretty clutch. So, wow. I can't play Lux right now though. The way that we win this is to Karma leveled up. So I need to keep the Karma alive, right? And yeah, there we go. And the way to keep the Karma alive is to be able to stop like something like this. The problem is that we actually cannot stop it. So maybe we don't bother with Karma anymore. Now we just go Deluxe. So now we just try to win with Lux, I guess. I think I want to do the Concerted Strike instead of doing the Remembrance. So I prefer doing the Concerted Strike because I think the Screeching Dragon is a little bit more of a threat than the White Flame is. And it's also very lucky he could have something, right? Sure. That is a little bit annoying though, because so that's why. That's 2 Concerteds that he just used right there. 2 Concerteds. We have the Steel Tempest to stop in next turn. To stop the dragon, I mean. We can also just do Yielding Spirit. Wait a second. How funny is this? He used 2 Concerteds just now, right? He just used 2 Concerted Strikes, so... What are the chances he has another Concerted Strike? Single combat doesn't do it, we have Will. So we're playing around him. Okay, wow. Yeah, that's not gonna do it, my friend. So we get two lasers out of that, by the way. So he needs to have exactly single combat. Doesn't have it, so now we have a Lux that's never gonna die. We get to kill his dragon right here by doing double laser. Maybe we didn't need to sacrifice our dragon lane. I was a little bit scared of the damage that I was taking there, so that's why I just did it this way. If he wants to save the win the wife lane, that's fine. He will actually, wow. We can open up with Remembrance next turn. Allowing us to get another laser. To threaten to kill the dragon. He only has 3 cards left in his deck. We have the Steel Tempest to be able to deal with Pantheon and the Will of Ionia. So even if he gets Spell Shield, we still have both spells. Yeah, we can do the Remembrance right here. Giving us the next laser to be able to threaten the Win the White Flame. And this is also has the potential of giving us like a Challenger, right? Oh, there we go. We got the Challenger. So now we don't even need to do the laser on the Win the White Flame. We can just attack with the Challenger. I'm gonna do it like this. Let's kill this dragon. I think he's gonna try to win through the Overwhelm that this dragon has. The problem is that we have stuns, we have ways to deal with it, right? And the moment that we use any of these spells, he's gonna bounce back the Win the White Flame. Okay, he actually ends up losing it. So I don't see how he wins anymore. Sure, let's play it. We have nothing else to do, right? We can block the Shyvanna. We can block the Shyvanna. And then next turn attack again. He draws 2 dragons, allowing him to get... That's a little bit annoying. Because he can kill this little unit. I guess he's looking to level up Shyvanna now. He has the Hush, we have the Steel Tempest. Our only problem here is that we don't really have enough spells, right? We need Karma. He's gonna have to block though, right? Like, I guess he can take the 4, but then he risks losing to a laser. Sure. I mean, I'm okay with that single combat, I think, right? Because now we can just go ahead and summon the Radiant Guardian. I guess the Shyvanna is almost close to leveling, but that's not how that works. Because we're not taking damage, so every time Shyvanna strikes us doesn't help. So yeah, I think this game is done. I think he only has 1 card. We have ways to summon lasers. We have ways to protect ourselves against Pantheon because we can get rid of the Spell Shield. We can just go ahead and summon this guy And I think that's game, right? Oh man, the Karma ended up dying and we still were able to pull through, so that tends to be pretty good for us. No reason to do the scout attack, because he has to block with everything anyways. You know? Like, the scout attack is just gonna get blocked by the White Flame. We're back to full health, still have our Lux that cannot die on the field. He just lost a lot of his units. He can single combat that dragon whenever we want, but I think, again, I'm just gonna get greedy, because the only way that we lose this is to Pantheon, right? So I want to keep all the answers that I can to be able to deal with the Pantheon. He decides to just kill his own dragon, okay. What that tells me is that he has Pantheon and he's trying to get as many keywords as possible. And that's the Karma. So that's definitely game now. And there we go. Because now with Karma on the field, there's no way that his Pantheon can kill us anyways, because we do double the spells every single time. Yep. Actually, we can just kill the Pantheon here with double laser. So this was the power of this deck, that when you got Karma and Lux in the field, you could do stuff like this. I guess actually it has spell shield, right? So it won't kill it, but it will get rid of the spell shield and it will get rid of the barrier, allowing us to then do single combat and be able to kill it. So this gets rid of the spell shield, gets rid of the barrier, and then we can just single combat. Oh, we could have also just gotten lethal, by the way, with the Fleet Feather. But I guess it's more fun doing it this way, isn't it? It's definitely a lot more fun doing it this way. I'm having a lot more fun doing it this way. Yeah, it actually was lethal. We had burst speed lethal. Well, not burst speed, right? The laser was lethal because we could have just targeted the Fleet Feather and the overwhelm damage would have just gone to the nets. But yeah, GG's. So in this matchup, we'll be going up against Taliyah Ziggs. It'll be scary, right? The Arsenal's gonna be pretty scary. All the landmarks are gonna be scary as well. I think the Evading Garden is gonna do a lot of damage to him though. The Karma seems a little bit awkward, but I got him bitten before we're adding Joe Karma later on, so I'm gonna keep Karma in my mulligan. Because I think the way that we're gonna win here is kind of being able to go late enough that we can summon the Karma. Oh, that's great. I'm gonna do this before he can do the vulnerable landmark. So yeah, so I think it's better to do it this way. I like the Loyal Badger Bear first because he's a good blocker into his 3/3 drop, and he doesn't have a great to kill this. Yeah, that's the Rock Hopper that we just talked about. Now if we attack here, it can block with the Rock Hopper, put us out one, and then if he has a Poke Stick, be able to kill this. Do we care about the Poke Stick if he had it? No. What we need to do is just save our concerted stuff for like their champions, because that's how they end up winning this game, right? We'll play the Shadow Assassin, because we don't care about the Shadow Assassin dying here. He ends up playing the 6, which is a little bit more annoying. It's a little bit more annoying, because he can just kill the Shadow Assassin for free now. Decides not to. Decides to actually sacrifice. Sacrifice things like this. Yeah, that's a little bit awkward. Do we need to do the health part right here? I think we do. I think I actually want to save. I think I actually want to save the Badger Bear, because we need something that needs to die. To be able to trigger the Radiant Guardian. I guess what we can do here is we can do single combat, be able to trigger the Eye of the Dragon. Like technically we could do it like that, right? Be able to trigger the Eye of the Dragon and then do our Radiant Guardian. My concern with doing that is that I don't believe in it. I guess, well, not that I don't believe in it, is that I think that's not a great play. I like the Karma. I like the Karma instead as a way to start getting some value. You could have the Rite of Arcane here. Yeah. Because next time he's going to have to attack, right? And the moment he attacks, we can do the Radiant Guardian. And once we have a Radiant Guardian with considering single combat backup, he shouldn't be able to get anywhere. And we can start getting some value here. Obviously, we got a pretty bad card right off the bat. Pretty bad card. So, If we're lucky, he just opens. If we're unlucky, he does that. What if we deny that? If we deny that, we're losing. I think it's fine. You know what? I think I'm fine taking this damage. I'm gonna greed out the Reigning Guardian because I have so many strikes to be able to heal back up to full with the Reigning Guardian on the field. So I'm gonna greed out being able to play the Reigning Guardian. And if he doesn't attack here, then that's okay with us. Decides to attack. So how do we do this? We do it like this. We do it like this. Play the Radiant Guardian. This stays alive. We do Radiant Guardian here. Now we're able to just heal up everything that he might do to us. Get a little bit more value. Whoa, we got another single combat. Look at that. If we do this, there's a chance that he has like. I like the Royal Badger Bear first. I need to be able to kill that 6 before he can level up though, right? The problem is that he does have ways to be able to buff up the 6 attack, I mean health, or an attack as well. On burst speed because of the Unleashed Energy, right? Yeah. That is a little bit annoying too now. That is a little bit annoying as well. Let's keep our Karma alive. If he has Unleashed Energy, we just lose the Radiant Guardian for free if we try to kill the 6. So we actually need to save our strikes for when we can play around the Unleashed Energy. This at least keeps the Karma alive, forcing him to have to think of something else. The problem is that we don't get the Dragon Link. We're only 8. We're still so far away from Karma leveling up as well. Karma is also going to be very important to deal with the arsenal. He levels up to 6 next turn. Decides to do this like this. What are the chances that he has Unleashed Energy? I think as long as he's keeping 3 mana, I can't do it. We were not even getting the Dragon Link, so I guess I'm okay taking this like this. Because as long as the... Yeah, as long as she's on the field, I think we might be okay. Oh my god, Rally's actually pretty funny. Actually might be pretty good because it gives us barrier. We can just Concerted Strike the 6 whenever we want. And that will play around the Unleashed Energy. We have enough mana to do Concerted right now. That is a little bit annoying. What we need to do though is be able to do this to kill the 6, so that we at least save 2 damage that he'll be able to hit from this. I really like the idea of the Golden Ages. I kind of like the idea. No, the problem with the Golden Ages is that he has the stun landmark, right? So he could stun this and prevent the Golden Ages from actually taking effect. I think it's better off to keep the 2nd mana for the Concerted Strike. Yeah, there you go. That's what I was talking about. Like they could easily have that. Now, even if he has a 2nd one, we do have like single combats to be able to protect against some of these units. Okay, Taliyah is a little bit annoying though. So now 2 mana, 2 mana. Is there anything that he could have for 2 mana? 2 mana. I don't think there is, right? I think we can just do the Concert on the Taliyah and be able to kill her. Because a single Absorber doesn't do it. The problem is going to be the Minefields. The Minefields are going to be making very awkward for us to ever really block, right? For us to ever really be able to attack. Losing Losing Karma is huge. Losing Karma is huge, but luckily we get the Lux, allowing us to potentially be able to like do some funky business here. We should probably open attack anyways, even with the Lux. Okay, so he decides to go with the stun. Yeah, having the single combat is huge. What we can do here is just single combat the devout. Maybe we don't need to. Maybe we greed it out. He's pretty wide. He needs to stun the Radiant Guardian on the open. Doesn't have a way, because my concern is, again, if he's able to do like the Absolver, or able to do the... I guess we don't care if we lose the... Do we care if we lose the Radiant Guardian anymore? Okay, I mean, I don't mind this. He goes a little bit, you know, he burns that mana. Our Lux is very close to leveling up. He needs to stun something here, right? If we do the Golden Aegis on the Radiant Guardian, it means that... Okay, so he ends up stunning that first. I want to do this. I want a single combat this guy. And then next, and then on the on his response, we can potion to be able to level up the Lux. So here we get some heal. He decides to go like this. He gets lifesteal, quick attack, overwhelm, challenger. So we can burst speed do this. Do the laser. Single combat. The problem with the single combat is that he's always going to be able to just buff him up, right? Do the laser on this. And then try to single combat it. Yeah, he's gonna, well, I guess he's already at 20 HP, right? So the lifesteal doesn't matter. Like, does the lifesteal really matter? Yeah, I guess the lifesteal doesn't really matter, huh? Obviously, what we need to do is just keep our Lux alive. That's the biggest deal. Like, that's the biggest deal, keeping the Lux alive. I think I'm gonna do it like this. Would have been better to do it on the Badger Bear instead, by the way. What could we have here? But this plays around Absolver, right? If we do it on the Badger Bear, we need to commit the second strike. So I kind of like the idea of the rally here, by the way, just so that we can get the laser efficiently. And we can also Strapping Strike, right? What are we doing on this one instead? I guess it doesn't matter. But the Strapping Strike feels a little bit weaker, because we can just do the reinforcement, right? Okay. I mean, I don't mind this. Don't mind this. We can do the reinforcement, being able to kill another one of his units. We still have the Strapping Strike in case of anything. That's huge. That's actually huge. Wait, that's actually huge. Problem is that we don't have... Don't have the mana to do the reinforcements now, right? So we need to hope that we get the mana for something else. He already used 2 Rite of the Arcanes. So there's a good chance he doesn't have anything here. I wish I had the Radiant Guardian before though. Okay, so that tells us no... tells us no... Yeah, oh my god, he got the second right. Are you serious? I mean, the third right? Alright. Fine. Fine. I'll let you have it. We can draw... We can summon our blockers here while also summoning a laser. Yeah, that's fine. So that's fine because we can do this. We can do this, which summons 2 soldiers that can block the 5/4s while also giving us the laser, right? Problem is that it's like a time bomb here. Like, it's either we get our second karma, we get our third karma, or he's able to get the arsenal and be able to win that way. I guess he can just drag this to girls though, right? He doesn't actually... That can't be right. We definitely need to kill... We definitely need to kill this girl. And we're gonna have to commit the Strapping Strike to do it. So Taliyah gets to do some damage to us. We can block everywhere else as we need to. It's gonna try to kill the Eye of the Dragon potentially, I'm guessing. Yeah, okay, perfect. Perfect. We can do the Strapping Strike and the Taliyah. If he has the Absolver, I guess it's a little bit scary. I think I have to have him commit the Absolver first, right? Something tells me he has Absolver. So have him commit the Absolver and then we'll do the Strapping Strike and the Taliyah. Pretty sure he has the Absolver. So let's play around that. So if he has the Absolver, he needs to use it now, otherwise we just kill his whole board anyways, and then we can just summon the Radiant Guardian. So I'm okay with this. So either we summon the Radiant Guardian for free, or he has to commit Absolver and we just kill it with the Strapping Strike. I guess he could potentially kill the Lux if he commits the Absolver on the Naturalist. So that might be the only slight misplay, that we maybe didn't need to block with the Lux. I think he's thinking about it. Wow, okay. So like I said, now we just go ahead and do the Radiant Guardian. Losing the second karma is huge though. Wow. I can't believe he drew the third one like that. I'm pretty sure this is Absolver, right? I'm like almost 100% positive that it is. It's better to do this now. Get the laser, kill Taliyah, and potentially get the challenger. Okay, now we get the challenger. Maybe we don't even need to kill the Taliyah. No, I think we still kill the Taliyah, right? Yeah, I think we still kill the Taliyah. Arsenal is a little bit scary. Arsenal is actually huge scary. I don't know why I said little. Like, Arsenal is literally gonna kill us. If he has the Absolver and he does it here, I think I'm okay with that, no? Like, if he somehow decides... Okay, I was gonna say, you can do the Absolver right here. Okay, 6. 6 is not bad. We can do Strapping Strike to deal with the 6 if we need to. We have Will. So Will lets us deal with the Arsenal because we have Strapping Strike to remove the Spell Shield. And we have Will to actually deal with the Arsenal. We can play our whole hand out here. There's some reason not to. We have 7. He's going to be doing 2 to the Nexus, which I don't think is going to be enough. Cannot even attack. He decides that attacking is the right play for him. Again, 100% sure he's playing like he has Absolver, right? I think we can just block like this. Like, we can pull him on having the Absolver, and then when he does, we can just recall it. Okay, it's a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage. So we can just recall this. And then we just heal to 13. So top decking the recall was huge, right? Because otherwise he would have been able to like kill us multiple ways. The recall also... Yeah, that's game. Oh, wow. That was a crazy long one. Jeez. I think if he drew the Arsenal, he wins, right? So I'm lucky that he did enjoy it. And he was a little bit unlucky that he drew all 3 out of the Arcanes to be able to deal with the Karma. But yeah, GG's. Hey, welcome back everybody. So, hope you enjoyed those games. Some of them were pretty long, pretty big slugfest, so I'm sorry for how long some of those games took. I'm going to try to make this one quick, where we try to update this deck to kind of fit today's meta. Right off the bat, obviously, we don't need the health potions anymore, I don't think. I'm okay with the single combat potentially. I think the Badger Bear and the Gristle Ranger are no-goes anymore. Shadow Assassin might seem a little odd. I think 2D Nice is fine. Triple Will might be a little bit too crazy. So, how do we update? How do we update this to still be the spirit of Karma Lux? So let's kind of go down the list, right? So we don't want to change our champions because we want it to be Karma Lux the way that it was, I guess, sort of was back then. I think one trick that is really nice with Radiant Guardian is being able to do Valor and being able to Suicide in your scat attack and then be able to do the Radiant Guardian. So maybe we want to go that route, although it's not even worth it in this meta game, right? I think Ranger's Resolve doesn't fit this deck. Is there any one job that we want? Obviously, we want to be able to have some more spells because of the Eye of the Dragon being there. Do we have to go like Fleet Feather and Bright Steel? Is that actually correct? I don't think it is. Obviously, there's one card that we're missing here, the Banger Surgeon. So once we get down there, it's gonna be added like automatically to this deck. I think Noble Fight is fine. Allows you to prevent some stuff like single combats or some stuff like the recalls that you might see. I have to play triple Sharpsight. Don't let me forget about that one. Twin is so good too. So I guess we have to go back and kind of see what we're gonna reduce, what we're gonna remove here, what we're gonna keep, right? I really like the Protege instead of the Shadow Assassin. I think we want to kind of be able to kind of control. Maybe it's not though. Maybe it's not right to do it. Maybe it's actually better to just do like River Shaper seems pretty interesting. Although I don't know how strong River Shaper will actually end up being. I think what you definitely want though is the Surgeon, right? You can obviously do Concussive Palm. Lets you get some stuns in there. Let's see what else. So again, we're still trying to keep the spirit of this deck where we try to win with Karma Ezreal staying on the field. I think with Gilding Spear is a little bit too slow. No reason to play in Gilding Spear anymore. Consider Strike is fine. Maybe just 2 off is actually okay. What we probably need is a little bit more Sitscott spells, right? Maybe we do like at least one back-to-back. It allows us to potentially save our units while also being able to level them up in burst speed. And then the rest of the cards here don't really matter that much. So then what cards are we removing? So the problem with this deck is that we have a lot of spells and we don't have enough units. I don't think 3 Meditation is just right. I don't think you're ever actually proactively playing that many spells, right? You're usually playing them more on the back. I guess Team Meditation is a way to kind of don't run out of resources early. I think just one Upper Fight is okay. Eye of the Dragon does seem a little bit awkward because again, you don't have a ton of spells. I guess you can really play it slow though, right? With this deck. Like, do we need to have the Eye of the Dragons here? I think there's too many situations where Eye of the Dragon doesn't make sense, right? Maybe we go down to 2 Eye of the Dragons. I like the Remembrance. Oh, actually, why don't we just play more like if we're gonna play the Remembrance and be able to summon the Remembrance right away, then we definitely can just play the Mage Seekers, no? So if we go with the Mage Seeker, maybe we get rid of the Eye of the Dragon and play more like an aggro version where we can have some Mage Seekers there in the midst. Because we can also buff them up with the For Demacia. So maybe the Blinding Assault is not needed anymore. Then we're going to go do the Mage Seekers. And maybe we actually want to play the 4-cost Mage Seeker. The one, no, is it 4-cost? Yeah, the Insider. Maybe the Insider might be a little bit too greedy though. I'm thinking it back-to-back is too greedy. Maybe just 2 Radiant Guardians. I think Radiant Guardians, since she got nerfed, obviously she's not as strong as she used to be. Maybe we just go down to just 2 singles. Although I think one of the powers of this deck is being able to remove the opponent. Whoops, I didn't mean to remove all of them. Be able to remove the opponent's units, and I think single combat kind of helps us in that. So I think you definitely want to keep the 3 triple single. Our curve is a little bit awkward. We have a lot of 2 mana stuff. So maybe just 1 less Blinding Assault. Try to still keep that combo where we can sacrifice it and do a Reduce Remembrance or a Radiant Guardian. And kind of go like that. Maybe we do something like this, I guess. I think this is the only thing I can think about. Maybe Concussive is better than 2 Will. I think Concussive might be okay. Better than Will, though. I think it has to be, right? Because the Concussive gives you a unit that you can use to either block to set up a Radiant Guardian or to be able to, you know, block Fearsome or whatever. Because you are kind of low value units. So I like the Concussive a little bit more than I like the other ones. And I think this is what I would do. If I was to play this deck today, this is kind of how I would play it. Again, the Blinding Assault is just there to kind of, you know, on turn 5, you can do Blinding Assault to open up. They can either ping it or you can let it die, and no matter what, you're going to trigger your Radiant Guardian. It might be a little bit too greedy since we're only playing 2 Radiant Guardians, but it is a 2-mana spell that we can also use to level up the Lux. But anyways, this is what I would do. I'll obviously have the link in the description below and the deck code of the old list and then the updated list. I don't think Karma Lux is that strong in this meta though. He's going to get destroyed by Ahri Kennen and he's going to have a hard time versus Pantheon, but it could still make some waves depending on how you play it. But anyways, hope you enjoyed those gameplays, and remember, if you like what you see, please make sure to subscribe below. I also stream on Twitch about 3 to 4 times a week, where you can catch us at Twitch Sirturmund. Again, hope you all enjoy it, and I'll see you all tomorrow in the next video. Yeah, bye.